Hi, I'm Jason with Cirq Rentals, and I'm going to show you how to take down your copper spur HV UL2 bikepacking tent. In this situation, we got it set up with our awnings out. That could be either with your bikes or with trekking poles. So we'll start by taking the awning down and take the rain fly off, and then we'll move on to the tent body. It's the exact reverse of setting it up. It's pretty simple, but we'll just show you how it goes and how I typically pack it up so that it can be super easy when you're out in the field. Try and keep all my guy outlines together. Line those up separately, as well as keeping track of your stakes. It's always important to pack everything up with the zippers closed. That'll also help you when you're setting your tent back up. Make sure everything is zipped closed before you pack it away. Double check all your pockets and make sure you didn't leave your keys or your sunglasses in the tent. You're gonna close your little ventilation pole there. Go ahead and drop the awning back here as well. You got all your stakes and guy lines. Lay those up together here. Keep track of everything that I have. All right, everything's zipped up. So our next step is that we're going to unclip the corners of the rain fly and then set the rain fly aside. I like to leave everything staked while I'm taking the tent down. It just helps keep everything secured. Now, we don't recommend folding your tent necessarily. If you fold it the same way every time, it can leave creases in the tent and kind of wear it down over time. So I'll do a little bit of like a loose fold here. I set the rain fly aside because it's the last thing I'm going to put into my tent bag. All right, next step here will be your tensioning bar. Unclip that on the top. Disconnect your sections here. And go ahead and set that aside right there. And now we're just going to unclip the body of the tent from the poles. Just like so, nice and easy. Now we can disconnect our poles. This hub design is really nice, just makes it super easy. Keep everything together and connect and disconnect your tent. And with the bikepacking version, you have a few more connections to take apart, but the benefit, of course, is that it's much easier to pack 12-inch poles. Just look at that, it's so nice and easy and compact. Next step here for me, I like to go ahead and put my poles in the bag, kind of keep them all together. So you place your tensioner pole with your structural pole here. The tent body, just pull our stakes. And again, you don't necessarily want to fold it, but just kind of crumple it up, so to speak. Now, I like to take my rain fly out last because I'm usually putting the tent body up first. So I like to stuff it in first when I'm packing it up. So you see, I just take it and I just stuff it in. You can open up these compression straps just to make sure you got all the space you need. You're not fighting the bag. Rain flies in next to the tent body, and I mean, these are incredibly lightweight. You do need to be a little careful with them because they are so lightweight. They can be fragile. Just make sure you're not ripping anything or getting them stuck on a stake or a tent pole where it could rip the tent body. But just be gentle with it. It's fine. Alright, we got the whole tent in there with room to spare. You can fit your footprint in here as well. Next, I'm going to pack up my stakes and my guy lines. So I always count them to make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're all good on our stakes there. They go in the bag. Should have 4 of these guy lines. You can use them for any reason. We typically use them for the awnings. I'm going to just wrap them all together. I'll do a couple hand wraps here. Then loop it around itself kind of loosely. It's mostly just to hold it together while it's in the bag. Throw that into your stake bag. A couple of Velcro tie downs as well. Those in there. That's just extra stuff to lash it to your bike frame. It's included in your stake bag. Little tie down strap if you need them is in there as well. Cinch it up. Go ahead and connect our straps here. Those compression straps really cinch it down. There we go. Last thing to do, connect this top piece. And there we are, we're set to go ahead and reconnect it to our bike. It's the Copper Spur HV UL2 bikepacking tent.